So good evening all.
Now Salim sir is going to deal with the topic what you shall explore and what are the questions that he has to explore.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sir,
exploratory action research as part of Richard Smith and Paulo Ravello's handbook. Our Salim Pasha, working from JPS Condor, is going to, Dharmaram is going to present. Sir, over to you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, TV Rao sir, for giving this nice opportunity to explore some this exploration action research program. And first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mohammad Salim Pasha. As sir has already introduced me, I need not to go depth into that. As today's my topic is what shall I explore and what are my questions. This is what the topic I am going to focus on. And so here the first question arises. Here we as the motivation for doing the research. So we should have the motivation to for doing the research. As you can see, two images there in the in my slide. One thing, one egg is being broken, and another thing is another in another picture you can see a chick is coming out of the egg. So what is it indicates? If the force comes from the outside, the life ends. And if the force comes from the inside, life begins. That is what the same thing with our research. The main motivation for the research will come from you, from your own experience, purpose, and needs, and not from the outside. Like what? That's why I have used that image. But before going into our research, but how do I start? This is what the big problem for us. So everyone gets the problem. uh, Everyone wants to do the thing. They want to, yeah, is it recording, sir? No, I think.
Yes, it's recording.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So this is the big question in front of every researcher. But how do I start? Here we can say we can uh, uh, see this research can originate from these three things. First thing, a success story, something that would work as you would like to explore further. So we need some success stories. So you have to go get into some success stories. You have to listen to or read some success stories, previous stories, or further experiences of others, so that you have to explore those things. Then the next one, a puzzle, doubts or questions you have about your students and their learning. This will also promote you to do the action research. Then second, so finally, a challenging situation, something that didn't work. For example, if you think that something is going wrong with you or in with your class, in the with, transaction of the class, transaction of some topic, then you would have to think about the research. You have to do the research. You would like to know why this is exactly happening. So then, as for the Michael Wallace, he in the classroom life, he has categorized some some areas where we can face the classroom, where we can feel that classroom research is very much needed. So as for this, he had given us five important things to focus on. First one, classroom management. What is classroom management? It is a situation relating to students' behavior, classroom or organization, etc., etc. Uh, this is what the category we have to focus on. And then the next one, appropriate materials. Is there any issue that you may have with the textbook or the reading books or technical resources and equipment? Are you are struggling with these things? You have to analyze yourself. Then see particular areas of teaching. If you are facing the problem, situations related to the skills, teaching, for example, reading, writing, such kind of things, or you are facing the problem with content. Content means grammar. If you are, for example, if you are facing the problem with the grammar or overall approaches, example, task-based learning, such kind of things can promote you to do the research. And also, the another important thing is that students' attitudes and achievements are motivation. So these are the things, issue related to students' interest, progress, etc. So what are the interests of the students, and how they are getting progress day by day. So that thing also can be focused as a focused and taken can be taken as research. Here you will could also include issues relating to student teacher rapport. So these are the main things which we can explore. And he had also things and another thing other things. Then uh, we have to move on. The next step in the research is that your own motivations, as we are already told in the beginning of my presentation, your own motivations, and you are narrowing down your focus. We initially we may get a lot of questions about our research, but what we have to do, we have to narrow them down. We have to narrowing down your focus, and try to focus on the particular question or area you want to research. To narrow down your list, we suggest considering what we call muse. Here in the module, muse is given. What is muse? Here we have the extent to which each possible topic for research is muse. A acronym is elaborated like this: manageable, urgent, significant, and engaging. These are the things we should take consider into when we are narrowing our question and when we are focusing our research. Then let us know what are these things. Manageable. What is manageable here? It is very important that you choose a research topic that you can actually explore by yourself in the time that you have available. So it is manageable. It is not like that you can't manage those things. Such kind of things can't be taken. So if you do that, your research will be failure. So you have to think that you have to manage the things well. So that is a very important and foremost thing in the research area. And then urgent. Urgent means here there are some issues that you may need to address as soon as possible for you, for a number of reasons. Actually, urgent, a number of reasons were there. You have to take the initiation and you have to address them immediately. So that is the another for the aspect. Then it should be a significant aspect. Yes, the area of your area you focus on also needs to be significant. So meaning it is something that you or your learner and maybe also your school can benefit from. Maybe from entire teaching fraternity will also get some benefit from your research. So like that, the significant topic should also be taken. So in engaging, it is important that the topic that you choose is interesting for you and is something that you are willing to focus on and spend time on. So it is very important to spend some time on. You have to engage some time, you have to dedicate some time to it. Then from the topic to exploratory questions. So we have come on to, we have taken a topic, but what we have to do, we have to find out some exploratory questions. That is a good way to start your action so exploratory action research project is to take your topic or area of focus and to unpack it. So that's like what we do. By this we mean exploring inside it further. But initially I told you that we get lot of questions regarding to our research. So what we have to do, we have to remove all those unnecessary, unimportant things from the research work. First, initially we have to put some questions, but you have to find out which one is the good, which one is the useful and productable, and is going to useful to you. You have to find out. To use another analogy, this process can be compared to peeling an onion. Here you can see an image. We peeling an onion, we get a lot of layers. If we apply this process to our possible research topic, the result will be a series of questions that can be help us to get to our main question or questions. So that, and then help us see what is not immediately evident. Sometimes because we are so immersed in situation, it is hard to think of ways to uncover the issue. Here the help of the critical friend is highly useful and recommended. That's why likely minded people or our colleagues are helpful to us. We may invite them to our class to observe our class and make a critical comment on our classroom situation. Then here we have given an example of Teresa. Teresa, a teacher who has doing an exploratory thing, and she has found some important questions from her research. As you have seen, in order of you to understand a situation better and gather data effectively, it is important to have particular question or questions in mind. Already, as we have already told that we should have some particular question which you will later with evidence be able to answer. So like that, here in the Teresa's example, she has found some three things here. First, initially research questions she has found. Those are the why is it that my students do not speak in class? That was her first question. Then she moved on to the second question: why do my students like to speak in English? And then what opportunities do they have to speak in English, speak in class? So those were the questions initially she has got. Then secondly, she has prepared a survey to make her students, in order to collect data about the activities they liked most, and when at the beginning or at the end of the class they like to speak or have an oral activity. Then finally, she invited a fellow teacher to observe her class and check which activities was doing to have her students practice orally. So she handed him a sheet of paper with some questions to lead his critical friendly visit. So that is what she has did in the exploratory questions action research. Then move on to the next topic, your own questions. So what is that? Let us see. Explore your own perception. It is important for identifying why a situation is important to you. First of all, we have to decide why it is important to you. What you understand about it, and what you expect. What are you expecting? Particularly if you are unhappy with it. Particularly when we are unhappy with our teaching, we have to think about it. Why it is important? So generally, the why we are doing the explore action research, we whether we are reaching our expectations or not. That is to check that we do other action research. So exploring others' perception. This is also very important. It is also an important focus, since you need to know what your learners, especially the learners, or sometimes the parents or your colleagues think and or feel in particular situation, in order to fully understand it. Then another thing, the final thing is that by exploring your students and also your own behavior. This will also play a vital role. You will get a clear picture of what actually happens in the classroom. Yes, we only know that can what is actually happening, what what you do and what your student do. These things will definitely put an impact on your research work. Then we move on to the next topic, that is smart questions. What is smart stands here? Smart stands here: study oriented, measurable, accurate, realistic, topic focused. So now let us see detailedly what are those things. For a study oriented means oriented towards the study or oriented examination of a situation, or rather than towards the action upon it. That is what the study orientation. Then next, measurable. It should be measurable, that possible to answer. That means whatever the action research you are doing, it should be possible to answer. It is not like that you won't find anything. So if you won't find anything, that can't be said as you without you have uh, done so many things without finding anything. That is not fruitful things. So it is so measurable. Possible answers should be there. Some things are interesting but not easily observable or easy to record, and are therefore hard to measure. So such kind of things cannot be included in the research on. And then accurate, specific, concrete, and well defined, not too general or vague. Also down to earth. Yes, we can take some topics, we can focus on the area which are very down to earth, so that you are able to answer the question by. Then the fourth one, realistic, feasible to answer. Yes, the answer should be able to answer, and the question should be able to answer.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Anuradha ma'am, please mute your mic.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, feasible. Realistic, it is feasible to answer, not too idealistic. Something may be measurable but not by you, or even by you in a team, within the time you have available with available or within your individual capabilities. Ask yourself, am I going to be able to answer this question myself? So that is the thing. Then uh, when we are choosing the topic, we should keep in mind all these things. Topic focused. Yeah, the question should be the topic focused. We should focus on the topic whatever we take related to your overall topic. There are lots of questions which are interesting to attempt to answer, but you should try to keep focused on your central topic, your topic only. There are so many things, so many issues and problems in our research work. It will come forward, but we should focus on our topic and leave other questions to another time. So, and then this is what the summary of my presentation. This chapter took us to step by step through a process from having various concerns in your mind to deciding on one of them to focus on, via Muse, to devising research questions which explore your own perception, other perceptions, and or behavior, and then to making your question smart as they can be. Deciding on research question is one of the most difficult and at most important part of the teacher research process. Questions are never perfect. Yeah, that is what we have to remember. They are not going to be the perfect, but we have to make them perfect. So, and it's so probably time to move on. Probably, even though it is not perfect. We have to think, we have to judge it, and we have to make it perfect and move on to
కూతురు బానే ఉంది కదా?
process. We will move on to the
ఇవాళ నుంచి
process.
ఎగ్జామ్స్
We will
అన్నావు.
move forward
ఆహా.
in the next chapter. Yeah, next chapter you can see
Okay.
it is going to present by Kavita madam, I
Jyoti
think.
ma'am, please mute yourself.
అవునే మరి పాపం ఉండని లేదు, చదువు మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
Jyoti ma'am,
Here, so
Jyoti ma'am, please.
yeah,
ఆహా.
TV Rao sir, this is what I want to present briefly.
అవునవును
So
అవును
this is
మరి.
my presentation, and I really thank TV
ఆహా.
Rao sir and Elta and entire
Okay.
team, Action Research team, whoever
సరేనే మరి అయితే
behind this.
ఓకేనా? మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడైనా మాట్లాడదాం.
Heartful thanks to all. Thank you very.
చెయ్యవే.
Over to you.
లేదు లేదు పర్వాలేదు నాకు. ఓకేనే మరి. బాయ్ బాయ్.
Excuse me, Jyoti ma'am, please could you mute your mic, Jyoti ma'am? Thank you for muting your mic. Smart presentation. You have used acronyms MUSE, SMART.
Yeah.
These things that talk about actually what shall I explore and what are my questions.
Yes.
So first we need to categorize. First we have to very nice presentation, Salim sir. I would like to add a point.
Yes.
Before, suppose if you want to explore anything, first we should decide the category.
Yes.
So which area or which category that we are going to research on. Maybe it may be related to the teaching, a particular area of teaching. It may be related to any material, or it may be related to classroom management, or it may be related to the students' attitude, and it may be related to achievements. It may be related to any challenges that a teacher is facing during the teaching, or it may be related to the students. What are the problems that students are facing in learning? These first we should categorize. First we should decide which category that you wanted to take up. Then we have to jot down the questions. When we decide the area, suppose if it is related to a classroom management, or if it is related to a teaching area, which area you are taking again you have to subdivide. Then after dividing, going into the subdivision, suppose if you are taking a writing task, reading task, something like that, then what we do next, we focus on questions. Again in questions also, what we do, we prepare the areas, and in that area also we try to make a question, and we try to sort out, and we try to come up with one single final question that we are going to research on. It was a nice presentation, Salim sir, that you have made it very clear what should a teacher explore on, and what are the questions. General, you have given some exemplary questions, how the questions will be, and how you have to make it as exploratory question.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I request one or two people here. Madam Neela ma'am, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. That was a nice presentation, Salim sir. As good as your worksheets that you are doing for SCRT.
Thank you.
My students
Thank you.
love them, and this is also equally good as usual. And I love the analogies that you put. First of all, a teacher needs to be motivated.
Yes.
That intrinsic motivation from inside, it's definitely going to make the research a success. And naturally, the acronyms on MUSE and SMART is something we need to work upon and think upon. in order to finalize our question. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Venkateshwar Rao, sir. It was nice.
Yeah, Vasantalata ma'am, would you like to reflect on? Or any other
Very good
participant?
evening, one and all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good evening, one and all. It's a wonderful presentation, sir. Sir cited each and every particular thing where we need to concentrate. It's a very good informative class. Good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I have no paid version, so that it may end at any time. Again, I have shared, actually, the first link that I have shared, that was helpful for joining with the same code, but this is not. But I am sharing another link. You may join with that link later. When this meeting ends, you can join with that. Okay, I've shared that links again. Now, any other?
Salim sir, congratulations. It was a very wonderful and nice presentation. Like a peeled banana served slices. You kept everything in an order. Very nice presentation, sir. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, TV Rao, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So, any other?
Yeah, Salim sir, really it was a wonderful presentation. Like I liked the
Kavita, ma'am.
most is Kavita ma'am. Yeah. So peeling an onion whose multi-layered nature, which is invisible to our eye actually. So following that analogy, it clearly gives us the distinction between different levels of knowledge. So really, it was a wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
That another analogy, that chick coming out of the egg, that was also very nice. That gives a clear picture. It is symbolic even. Now it's turn of yeah, right. Salim sir, thank you very much. Could you make Kavita ma'am as the presenter or host?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Now, Kavita Nirumalla, you know very well, and she has been working for TMS Bhima Devarapalli as a postgraduate teacher. Now her topic is chapter 5. How can I explore? So far, Salim sir dealt with what should he explore, what should we explore. Then how can I explore is the next topic. So here the madam is